You're hanging with Cher.
And Lil and the Canada Wolverines as they teach us rugby league basics.
How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic. I hope you're enjoying your little break from practice to come and talk to us.
Yeah, I'm really glad you guys are here because boy, am I out of shape. Not feeling it today.
I'm not thinking you're out of shape, but I don't know.
This would say otherwise, but
We've had lots of people online ask us to teach them about rugby league.
Okay.
Because a lot of people here in Ontario and Canada, they don't know much about rugby league. So if you were to kind of break it down into the most basic rules and simplest forms, what would you tell them?
okay.
I would say the first rule first is the ball is not round. You know, like it's the shape, egg shaped.
Pass backwards, run forwards for 80 minutes. It's two 40-minute halves, and then 80 minutes altogether.
13 players per team on the field at a time, normally with 4 subs on each bench.
Definitely stay in the pitch, stay in the lines.
It's a very intense and quick game.
Yeah, you're on defense for 6 sets, and then you play offense for 6 sets, and it goes back and forth quite quickly.
6 tackles to make the full length of the field. If you don't make the full length of the field and score, it's a turnover, and then they come right back at you.
4 points for a try and 2 points for a conversion. Like once you score a try, you get an attempt at the kick between the posts.
How is
And
it
that's-
determined where you kick that conversion kick?
Oh, it's from where you score the try on the parallel line from the touch line. It's as simple as that.
Fantastic. Well, that's rugby league in a nutshell.
What does it mean by play the ball? Can you explain to the people who may not know the game very well?
So in demo,
Sure.
if you get tackled, you find your front, get to your knees, get up for a sweep, play the ball. That's it.
There you go.
In rugby and rugby league in general, you can only pass the ball backwards. The only things that can go forwards are kicks. So when you're running up the field, everyone is behind you, making it easier to make the ball go backwards. You're holding the ball essentially end over end. You've got thumbs on top and wrapping your fingers around the laces. And it's literally just elbows in, and then we're extending.
Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, no, I got it.
There you go, good. Bedazzled. Oh.
There we go. I like interviewing you.
Can you hear me?
Check one, check one.
This is our input.
Who's Lil?
What do I do with my hands?
So tell us, Hales, about kicking.
Okay, so there's a few kicks used in rugby league. There's obviously to start the game we kick off so from the halfway line off a tee. Once a try is scored, we have the conversion worth 2 points.
Okay.
Kind of 1, 2.
2.
Good, nailed it. Yeah, we also have a drop goal worth 1 point, and that can be done in open play. And then normally on last tackle, so on the 5th and final, the halfback or anyone who's normally the kicker on the team will kick for territory. So you can either punt it, you can grubber it, or you can put like a bomb up, which is normally within, I'd say, the 30 meters of the opposition's goal line, and that'll put it as high as they can, try to put the other team under pressure, and hopefully we can regain possession and put a try in.
And then a grub kick is a kick along the ground.
You'll see it. Yeah, see the Wolfpack do it a lot. They'll put it in along the ground and try to get it in behind the goal line, and someone can dive on top of it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's about it, yeah.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
Well done.
nice.
The legs are axis dependent. So it's just that. Keep the toes pointed to where you want it to go. So if you want it to go to
I'll stand back here. If you want to coach, I'll stand back
if I want to go that way, I can go that way. Get it? Just nice and gentle. And then you kick it on the tip.
All right.
There you go.
Like a pendulum.
Yep.
Swing back. Point.
She's a natural.
Yeah, you want to kick up the top there, right? So you drop it. Just be very stiffy top.
And then still use the laces.
Still use the laces. Still keep your toe pointed. Point to the top.
Right.
We'll edit that one out.
Good. This is timing. So you time it. There you go. Good. Better closer, warmer.
Yeah, that's good. Teach me how to catch.
When the ball is kicked, you want to get under it, and the idea is if you're to catch the ball and drop it forward, it's going to be a knock-on, it's going to be a turnover, right? So what you want to do is you want to turn your body sideways, keep your hands up, and kind of let it fall into a basket. So if you do turn sideways and it drops, more likelihood of going backwards, and you can pick it up and keep playing, right?
Awesome. All right. I'll get in on it.
Ready?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. There you go, perfect.
And then, like, pass it out?
Yeah.
Like that?
There you go, perfect. Good job.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I just remember, I'm right-handed. So do I kick with my right leg?
Yeah. Ideally.
Yeah, I'm left-footed, which is why I use my left.
All that time. Thinking too hard.
Much easier on your right.
That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Start by explaining how to accept sort of a tackle. First off the start, you're going to probably pick a side that you want to go to. You're looking for either weakness or somebody who's falling back in the defensive line. As you're coming up, obviously if it's a strong line as well, you want to make a ball movement, look for support. If you can find that support, hopefully you can get a defender to push, get more room to run in, right? As a defender, I'm coming in hard, I'm going to commit. Once that committal happens, you have a second usually to make that step as well. So you're looking for them to plant, and then you could probably make that movement. Sounds good?
All right. And I don't want to lean with one foot or the other because that's going to tell you which way I'm going.
A little bit, but sometimes a fake step works wonders as well, right? So.
I can't look like that.
Yeah, so you're stay on the line. I'll give a couple yards back. I'll go
I've got the ball.
set
I'm
move.
protecting on a side like this.
Protecting one side, and then you're going to make a step, make a fake pass, and then try to get me to commit one side or the other. Set, move.
I'm going to come in for the first, there's a two-person tackle. I'm going to come in first, I'm going to hit Masto on the ball, and then after it's going to come in and you're going to hit his body. So we're going to do it like a half pace so no one's getting hurt. We don't want you to smoke him. But
Yeah.
two-person tackle in the league. So the first person aims to the ball, that prevents the ball carrier from offloading. So by me hitting Master with the ball, he's tied up and he can't pass to a teammate. Then your job is to come and hit him in the side and put him on the ground.
We need a chop.
Chop, yeah. And the goal is for Master to end up on his back, not on his stomach, on his back backwards, and two of us lying on top of him. And then we get off one by one slowly. I'm gonna hit the ball.
Okay.
Hold
And
him.
then I'm
No,
coming.
you're over here. You're over here.
Yeah.
Hit him there. And just hit him hard.
Hit it or like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. You can hit him as hard as you want. I want you to be me, and I'll show you what I want you to do. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be you.
Okay.
Then, like this, like that. Now which side do you want me to go now?
All right. Okay.
And
Okay.
we both. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Don't hurt him.
I'll try not to.
Alright, ready? So I'm on the ball. Hit him in the side. Put him on his back. Put him on his back. Fly on top of him. Now hold on. Let's stay here. Stay here. Stay here.
Hang on.
Now I'm getting it first. Stay down. Get on top of him. I'm gonna pull you back. Back. Now come up. Come up. Now put your left arm out like that. And I'm like this. And then no. There you go. Like that. And just stay like that.
And then I'm going to play the ball.
So then he plays the ball. And when you play the ball, you go left. I go right. And we're on. So he's down, we've tackled him. Get on top of him, whatever way you want. Just lie on top of him.
Lie on top of it?
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to lie on top of you. This way, what we're doing here is we're slowing down the ball so the other team can't get it. Then I'm going to get it first. I'm going to grab you. You're going to come up. You're going to help me up. And then we're going to stand in his exact body line. You're going to choose a side to put your left arm up.
Well, that tells you that I'm going that way.
This arm tells me that she's going
Okay.
that way. So now my right arm goes like this. Then he gets up. We're ready. And when he plays the ball, which is the thing at his feet, you shoot to your left, I shoot to my right. There you go, like that. And then it's the next play, the next tackle. We got Sherry and Lily tackling the man mountain that is Mike Mastro Miani.
Yeah.
All right, so who wants to go first? Oh, look at those guns, Jesus. Wow. All right, so so what you're gonna do is, as he comes to you, you want to hit your shoulder into the ball, tackle him, right, and hold him up. Then yourself afterwards, do what you did with me before, tackle him, then both of you end up on the ground, all right? So, go. There you go, there you go. Now put him on the ground, on his back. Both of you line top of him. All right, now Sherry, get off first. Lily, stay down. Sherry, get off first. Okay, now put your hand on her shirt, pull her back, pull her back, pull her back. There you go. Now markers, Lily, put one arm forward and the other one, and then play the ball. And we're done.
Thank you, Coach Fleming, for having us out to the practice today. Much appreciated.
No worries, you guys are really good from what I saw, and I think you're ready to take on the Wolfpack.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Hi, Kyle.
How are you?
Introducing you to our mini mic.
I'm Kyle.
And-
How are you, Mini Mike?
This mic is actually internationally famous. Everybody
Really?
knows them. Yeah, in UK and Australia. Everybody
awesome.
who follow us know them. And he's well loved.
I'm sure he is, Mini Mike. I don't know why you wouldn't be. You're so shiny.
Penalties are going to be stricken throughout the game. High tackles, some misconducts, some offsides. If your defensive line isn't back 10 and you come up too quickly, it's going to be an offside call. A knock-on's normally started again with the scrum. Penalties, you can either tap the ball and start running, or you can kick further down the field out of bounds and you get the ball wherever the ball crosses the line.
Are they standard penalties? So if you commit this foul or penalty, this is what happens? Or is there a time when a team might get to choose the penalty they take?
Once there's a penalty, there's a set rule of the defensive team has to get back 10. The offensive team gets to choose between either a tap or they can kick for touch. The offensive team gets normally 3 choices of what they want to do. If the ball's dropped forward or knocked on, as we call it in the game, there's a restart in play called the scrum, and that's literally just to get the game started all over again.
In the scrum in rugby league, it's known who's going to get the ball from the scrum.
Yeah, so as opposed to rugby union where there's 8 men in the scrum and it's contested, rugby league is normally uncontested scrums, so half normally feeds the ball into their half of the scrum, and there's not normally a push going on, and there's also 6 men in the scrum instead of 8, so you drop the flankers from rugby union.